Hi, I'm Adam Kunzmiller with RPG Geek at Gen Con 2014, and I'm joined by Ben Looms with Syrinscape. And we're here to talk about what is Syrinscape.
Syrinscape is sound, music, sound design for your tabletop games. So I used to play all sorts of fantasy role-playing games. I used to kind of want some music. I'm a composer and a musician, and I'm sort of thinking, well, I go to the movies and there's a soundtrack on, and why would I want to play at the table with just the sound of a dripping tap and someone arguing upstairs? So I used to use sort of, lots of people do now actually, CDs of movies. You can actually buy some kind of loop tracks. I started making loop tracks, say 10 minutes, sounded quite nice. But you kind of find pretty quickly with those that you start to notice the repetitions. Mm-hmm. You can have some lovely sound design, but if every 10 minutes when you're in town you hear caw caw woof woof.
Right.
Actually, I have actually had a whole table of players go, wait, caw, wolf, and they started to actually intone it every time it recurred. So I'm thinking, so I started making longer and longer loops, trying to sort of put them in a program. I'm thinking maybe I can automate this process.
Sure.
So I've made Syrinscape, and what Syrinscape does actually, it has the caw, and it has the wolf, and it has the cart going past, and it has all those elements of a sort of a medieval town or a battle or whatever. Mm-hmm. But they're actually all independently controlled, and they're actually all randomized.
So why don't you just do a quick little run through and show us what we have to work
One of the
with
fantastic
here.
things we've got is the goblin battle, which is pretty cool. So you hear a scream, the music starts. This is actually part of our licensed content with Paizo. We've been preparing content to go with Rise of the Rune Lords, and this is the Goblin Raid, which is very, very cool.
So the way that works then, if you're running through that kind of module, you get to a point and it'll actually say, here's some presets that are intended to fit what's happening in this action.
We've just matched up all the buttons in our app, so it just says, Sandpoint Festival, so you just hit Sandpoint Festival when it says that in the module, and
very cool.
And then when the goblins attack, you just go Goblin Attack. And as you can hear, there's smashes of glass, there's goblins crying out. It runs in surround sound, 7.1, it runs in stereo obviously as well. I've just got it on a little tablet here, and just a portable Bluetooth speaker. And all those smashes and things come from a different direction every time they play. They're never the same distance away. They never repeat the patterns ever. If we're liking the smashes, we can turn them up. If we're liking the firecrackers, we can turn them up.
Oh, very cool.
If we don't like the goblins sing anymore, we can turn them off because the bard's been killed and she's not giving that advantage. So you see they've just stopped singing. I also have one-shots here which I can control, so I can push some buttons and particular events happen. And of course, this is probably my favorite button, which I tend to overuse quite a lot, unfortunately.
So this is just kind of a control panel that the DM can say, you enter and this happens, and then taps it, and you have the sound effect right there.
Exactly. One of the really big things for me was to not take attention away from the players. I mean, this is social gaming, and I'm very, very serious about how awesome it is to be able to do that, to sit around the table and look into people's eyes, and not have to sort of look away the whole time and try and get the track and accidentally play Miley Cyrus or whatever. And so we say, okay, after that you go on a voyage, and Syrinscape just blurs into the sound of a ship. You can hear the wind bluffing, you can hear the creaking of the rigging, and that one touch was all I had to do.
Right.
When pirates attack, I sort of get it ready like that, so I'm ready for the pirates attack. I just say, roll for initiative, suckers, and there's a cannon boom, and that's it. We just keep playing. Now there's those cannons going off. As I said, if I want a ship to ram, I just go, and it happens, But apart from that, I don't actually have to do anything.
And what systems does this support?
Mac and PC and iPad and Android tabs.
So almost any system you can
That's
throw
right.
at it. All right.
Every now and then we get someone who asks for a Linux, and I'm sorry, there's just not enough of you. So, but yeah, anything. You actually register with an email and a password, and you can actually sign into any device. So if you need your friend to bring a tablet, so it's that tablet running, you sign in, then you just download the content that you own, and you can use it on the night.
And do you guys have plans with Paizo to do more as they release more material?
I mean, we're going through Rise of the Rune Lords at the moment, so every 2 months there's a massive pack that comes out with sort of 3 or 4 spectacular fantasy locations. We've just done a sort of underground temple complex with awful freaky monsters in there. We've done a glassworks and a lumber mill, and then of course in that there's going to be all these fantasy monsters, classic fantasy monsters, which we then pull out as individual sets as well. So we've done goblins and ghasts and ghouls and yethans and scavelings, and there's quite a lot of back and forthing with Paizo about just what scaveling wings sounded like. As you probably know, Paizo are fantastic with their third-party publishers, and they're very passionate about the quality of their product, and they wouldn't accept the scaveling wings until they were just like they wanted, which is really cool.
So is this available now?
Yeah, you can download it from Syrinscape.com for free, the players for free, and it comes with 2 top sound sets for free. There's actually also a sci-fi version as well, which just came out on Monday, which I'm very excited about. You can try it out on your system, see if you like it, which of course you will, and then you register, and then you can buy stuff basically.
Great.
We actually have a subscription product for the fantasy stuff because there's so much stuff coming out.
Sure.
So that's $6.50 a month, and basically everything that comes out, including the Paizo stuff, while you're a subscriber, you will own forever. And then also the whole back catalogue also just completely unlocks.
Great.
So that's kind of how it works. Also, we actually have just launched the beta of our Soundset Creator, which lots of people are asking for. So, can we bring our own sounds
Make your
in?
own systems and load them into it.
Yeah, that's right. So you can get your little microphone, you can go, "Oh, you," and "Hey," and "Arr," and then you can chuck those in the Syrinscape machine, and then that'll position those sounds and randomly play them back and all that sort of
Will
stuff.
people be able to share things that they've created?
That's the idea, absolutely. So we're in beta at the moment, we're just getting the interface working and everything like that, and then hopefully we'll have some sort of subscription to community sharing thing, and people can upload and download, and it's going to be great. Because there's so many locations that people want. I mean, every second thing someone says...
You can't predict everything.
That's right, I want a jungle on a Tuesday, and not those frogs, but the frogs that I like, so yeah.
All right, well, once again, that was Syrinscape. Thanks.